Hey guys, welcome to Operation Crypto. Price analysis today on Bitcoin. We'll take a look at the charts to see what's going on. I mean, we're pretty much crabbing between that 22 and 18, well 19k mark, and we're bouncing up and down between there. So we'll have a look at the charts and see what's going on the broader perspective. We'll start on the daily time frame, and as we can see, we've consolidated now. Really, this is what we're doing. We're consolidating off a lower key level. So if you look at this region here, this is where we're consolidated for 8th of May till the 9th of June, so quite a while, probably around a month of sideways action there before Tesla sold their holdings. We dumped back down and then we're just pretty much within this range now. If we put the horizontal ray onto the top of the range, horizontal range towards the bottom, as you can see, there's a few wicks outside the area, but you get a general gist of that's the high range and that's the lower range. We need to work out the equilibrium on this curve. That is where, if you're looking to trade this on you could say it's a high time frame, the daily time frame. We'll put the date and price range on here from the bottom to the top there, so you can see. And it even works on this. Look at this resistance area there. It was a support level, resistance. Flip back above it, and now that is a level of resistance. So the area we really need to see the price reclaim is here, 21,500. If we get towards that, then there's a good chance that it'd be a nice time to long, and then long it up towards 24,000. If that did materialise. I mean, currently it is crab city and things are going sideways, and it's not the best time to be watching Bitcoin or any altcoins really, because as soon as Bitcoin starts pulling up, alts follow it up steadily. And then whenever it drops, alts are just getting slammed back down. I was looking at Metis the other day. I actually bought around, I think I bought the top of one of the moves. It might have been around here, around $32. I bought some, and then it slammed right back down because Bitcoin had a bit of a wobble. But I'm loading up for the longer term. So looking at what chart did I have on, man? That one. So yeah, we had that chart on, and we're looking at levels where we could potentially trade. So obviously, if you're looking for longs, this is a decent area to long at 18,890. Also a long, if we do reclaim that. If we do reject off this region here, then you're going to look at shorts at 21,500. So you're looking for something like this, a breakup, multiple rejections, and then short it back down towards this region. If the price comes back up and we reclaim that and then bounce off it a couple of times, it could be a long to trade up to there. So you've got two levels to monitor there, that one and that one. That top of the range and the lower range of it. Two areas where you really could consider some longs or some shorts. I want to take a bit of a zoom out here as well. I want to go into the monthly time frame and just have a look at Bitcoin in... What chart is this here? This is a Bitstamp chart. This gives you pretty much the entire data of Bitcoin from the inception. And I just want to look at the stochastic RSI down here. And this is the stochastic RSI that has been on the chart ever since pretty much December 12th, 2012. And as you can see, every time we've hit the lows of the bear market, the price has bounced off its exact same level. So if you're looking at this on the 1st of April 14, the price reacted, come back down, and then retested that same level. Then in 2018, after that major bull cycle of 2017, the price bounced off this same area again. Looking at the RSI level here, again it has bounced off that region back in June. That is a potential area where I've seen a lot of people talking about June being the bottom. I think CoinSkids mentioned the bottom in June, and that could be the same again. But just remember, we could have that relief rally where the price just start pushing up, and then we could get the same rejection as here and come back down and get slammed in towards maybe potentially next year. I mean, if you look at this period here, that was April 14, and then we come back down October 14. So that's around 7 months, maybe potentially 6-7 months. So that could happen again. That tied in with the Ethereum airdrop or the unlocking of those fresh tokens that I've got those from staking. That could be between 6 to 12 months at time. So what I'm suggesting is we could have a nice period now. If we're going to be we're going to 3 day, we could have a period now where we start to see some relief. We could get something like this. We could get a nice relief, retest that 24k, then come to 28k, 30k. And the price might start coming up where you think, right, that's it, we have now broken out that downtrend. And then potentially we could slam back down to 23 and potentially 18 at some point within the next 6 months. That could go on into towards next year around, let's say around here, that could be an area where the price does then reject again. Tied in with that Ethereum selling pressure, we could also have a release of a Mt. Gox Bitcoin fund. So in my opinion, I think that we are going to get potentially between 3 to 6 months of rallies now. Maybe not even to levels that I've shown there, but we could get some nice sideways action, some steady relief. I don't see it's going to be straight up. I think we potentially could get some nice rallies now for the next potentially 6 months. After that, I'm expecting another big dump coinciding with those things I've talked about. So just some things to keep your eye on. It may not happen, it might just be me talking BS, but that's just some thoughts on what could happen. Tied in with that stochastic RSI. It has been a good indicator of bottoms in the past, but remember we can also bounce off that bottom, push up and then reject back at some stage. So that's some thoughts. For me, if that did happen, over the next 6 months I will be taking major profit, because if altcoins, well, say if Bitcoin pushes up to 30k, you're going to see between, well, what's that in a percentage? If you look at the price range from current price up to 30k, you're talking around a 50% move on Bitcoin. You could get 100, 200, 3% rises on some of the really strong fundamentals of altcoins like Metis, like Elrond, like even VeChain. Some of these assets could really pump off the lows, because remember, they are 90% down from those highs, well, all-time highs. So just something for you to think about there. Just some thoughts in the back of my mind that history tells us what could potentially happen. It's never set in stone, but it's something that could potentially happen going into the next couple of quarters. Just zooming back into the daily time frame, let's get rid of this, and this. So I've talked about this level here, this area where the price has been going sideways. It is that area where the price is reacting, and it is in a consolidation or an accumulation phase. So I'll just put that a data range back on. That works out the equilibrium. Use that as a guide. Below here is shorts, above here is longs, and then at this region you are looking for shorts because it's the top of that range. If we do break out, that's what your stop loss is in place for, then you could potentially look at longs up towards this region. So we could put a long position on here. This could be a decent place here to long it. If we do get some nice daily candle closures above that region, have your stop loss at around 5% with no leverage, and you could target up towards that region. That's a potential 37% move without any leverage. So that's something I'm looking at potentially over the course of the next few weeks. It's not a given, that's why you have that stop loss there. This is an idea. Reclaim that, get some daily closures above 21,500, and then look to open some longs. Ride it up, use take profit 1 as 24,200, that is the top of the range. Then the profit is secured. Lock your profit in, move your stop loss right up, and then see if we do get a breakout of that 24,200 and ride it up towards that 28k region. That's potential what could happen if we do get any type of bullish price action. On the contrary, if we're looking for any short positions, then you're going to be looking here to short. If we get a failed rejection off here, then you're going to want to short it from around 21,400 back down towards 18,800, and that's a potential 12% move without any leverage. So two shorts, one short and one long there, potential trading on Bitcoin. So just something for you to monitor there. But that's it. That's my thoughts on Bitcoin today. Let's hope we do start to see a little bit of bullish price action, because I think we, over a period of the last 10 months, 9 months, it has been brutal. It's been one of the worst shakeouts I've seen since my time in crypto, and I went through that 2018 bear market. So let's keep our fingers crossed. Hopefully we can see a little bit of bullish price action. If not, then it's going to be shorts on the table and riding it down. Remember that 10k region, I did a video of Bitcoin 10k. I don't think it's going to go to 10k personally, but I've just been highlighting the fact that in previous bull cycles, Bitcoin has an 85% drop, which will coincide with a 10k level. I don't think that will happen. I think this time it's slightly different. I think we're going to see some nice rises going into the next quarter, and then potential dumps within 6 to 8 months' time if all that Ethereum and all that locked Ethereum and all of them Mt. Gox funds do get dumped on. So just some food for thought there. Not financial advice, it is just for entertainment purposes. So trade at your own risk, keep some risk management in play, and happy trading.